mic on? We got Mike. Hey, we got Mike. Okay. Chat will appear. There's live chat. There's filter. Um, cool. All right, let me find my pillow and we will get ready to rock. Oh, yeah. needs to go down. Counting down. All right. Get your game face on. $22, $21. Turn the noises off on my phone. One, go. Nope, that's not the one I want. Hey! Okay. So, hi everybody. Here we are streaming. It's Wednesday again. And this morning I decided to try and see what the experience was going to be like to take Balatro, which is a digital game that I normally play. Oh my gosh, I'm having an eye problem. That I normally play on my handheld device. So this is going to be a little different for me to play with controller. I transferred the virtual game cart to one of the bigger like main switches, right, that I have connected to this TV. So the process, once you have the switches connected and talking to each other, is fine, right? Because I have my account on my light, I have my account on this one, totally fine. It's just, yep, share. It says, okay, it's been transferred. And then it says that you'll be able to play once the game is downloaded. Didn't take very long. And so now we're good to go. I am curious to see if it's gonna have my save data. I don't know. I've never actually played Balatro on this system. So I don't know if because it's virtual, right? So the account's going to be the same on both. If it's going to have my unlocks or if we're going to be playing Balatro, you know, from the base up here. So I'm curious to see about that. I decided I was going to try Balatro today, just because Balatro is kind of in the public eye again, right? It's available for free on PlayStation accounts right now. You can play it on Game a Pass on the Xbox currently. So it's kind of out there a little bit more than it had kind of, you know, quieted down a little bit. Once they came out with the physical copy, and I have a physical copy of it as well, as you all should. If you're gonna support game makers, please buy the physicals. And it comes with cards too, which is so fun. Um, it just kind of like tapered a little bit. And then again, now that it's out again on PlayStation, you can buy all the crazy, right, card decks and mods and things for it, which is really fun. So I figured we'd just give it a go and we'll see what happens. I guess the first thing we're gonna need to do here is see if it is going to have my save data or not. There is save data that has not been downloaded. Okay, so that might be it telling me that, right, I'm playing carte blanche here. That was it saying, Lindsay, you do not have a save game, and this is going to be, yep, awesome. So this can kind of be like a newbie walkthrough of Balatro, which is a wonderful place to be to start Balatro. It is the fully updated version. It's so crazy to see it this big. Let me turn this sound down a little bit. Okie doke. Options is a great place to start. Check out your settings. Game speed, right? You want game speed up. I am telling you. Screen shake is fine. Display stake stickers. High contrast cards. I do play with that on. Reduce motion, I don't really suffer with the I turn the CRT lines down a little bit. Like 55. It's been a minute since I've played with this. I should have disconnected my phone from my computer. That is what this is teaching me right now. All right. So let's see. Let's see what it's going to give me here. Oh, Jimbo. Okay. So we'll let it walk us through this little tutorial. It says help to learn how to play. No. He just is so going to give you the super bargain basement answers. He's not going to tell you what you need to be able to win a hand. I will tell you that. All right, we're playing there. You earn chips by playing poker hands. Yes, you do. A base amount of chips multiplied. Very important. Run info, a great place to start around, especially if you haven't played for a minute and you need a refresher. Great information. I feel like this is just loud. I don't need it loud. I love the sounds, but I don't need them like blasted. Okay, there you go. Right, straight flush, of course, right? So flush, right, is 5, all the same suit, a straight, cards 5 in a row, right? All the way down to high card, does get you some points. Sometimes it's all you need to get through. Cards earn you some chips, right? So this is what it means by high contrast, by the way. The black and blue, right? And then the red and I call it yellow or orange, right? So that you can more easily differentiate between your suits. That's all that high contrast means. Select up to 5 cards to play and press play hand. All right, well, I guess, again, I'm not used to controller controls like this. Oh, he wants me to discard now. Okay. A. And then I can hit X to discard. Oh, I like that. Right, you are limited on the number of hands and discards. It changes. It depends on the decks that you're playing. It depends on the jokers that you have that are enhancing. It depends on the various card boons that you can buy yourself. It's crazy how much your hands and discards can vary. All right, it's going to let me add it. We are going to see if we can get ourselves a straight. I have a couple more discards. So I love to do an ace-10 straight for my first one, if I even bother playing this small blind. Channel 3 has been a bad influence on me, and I don't play the small blind very often anymore. But if you can get an ace-10 straight, it gets you over that 300, so you win in one hand, which is going to give you a bunch of money at the end, which is absolutely what you want. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull some of these cards to get rid of this card and see if it will ever give me that elusive ace here. One more discard. There it is. Sometimes you really have to commit to get the hand that you want. Early on, especially, just let those discards go. You know you're going to beat this blind in one. So just keep trying. Sometimes all you can do is keep trying. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Play. I like that it disables the discard. Like, you can't even discard Lindsay. Don't worry about it. I like that. It is a little different playing on a controller. This is interesting. So again, I scored at least 300, right? We blew 300 out of the water, cashed out because I had the maximum number of hands left. And now we move on. We get to go to the shop. Flush. You're flush with cash. I like it. Every Joker does something different. Thank you. Unless you get a negative, which creates a space and you can have more. But we'll get there when you get there, man. Get there when you get there. Buy the other card. Okay, thanks. Two consumables, again, unless you get one of the voucher cards, which can add more consumable slots. It's amazing how different every run through Balatro can be. Carry up to volume on your voice is very low. All right, let me see. Is that better? Ready? Here, big surprise. Lindsay's ADHD lost her mics while I was at Midwest. Yeah, that's amazing. It's a superpower. Is that better? I hope that's better. If not, just watch me lose. That's all that that's all that matters. Just watch me lose. Oh yeah. All right, I'm trying to rearrange my screen here a little bit so I can see the chat. Le chat. All right, consumable cards. Yes, we've discussed that. Buy the voucher. This is a great voucher, having an extra hand frequently, right, to get you another turn at getting to the level of the blind that you need in order to beat the blind. But sometimes having an extra hand isn't going to get you there. Do you know what I mean? Having other boosts is going to do a better job. Oh, he's wanting me to buy it, but I can't. Vouchers change after 3, right? So small, big, boss, and then it'll rotate. I can't buy anything. You made me buy this other stuff. To get a tag. Keep an eye on the boss. Always, when a new ante comes up, right? Small, big, boss. Just look over at what the boss is so that you know what you're setting yourself up for. This one's not a terrible one, but it's hard to set up like a bigger hand, like a flush or a straight, because it's not going to let you keep cards that you necessarily want to keep, if that makes sense. Yes. Ante goes up. Blinds all become harder. Be ante 8 to win. Wow. And that's it, huh? Gives $1 per unused discard this run. Yeah. Rearrange the jokers, joker trigger in order from left to right. Very, very important, right? Get your multipliers, get your additives, get them in the proper order so that they're impacting each other in the biggest way possible so that you are getting the biggest score possible, right? Yes, make sure that you use your consumables. Brilliant. Don't just sit on cards, right? The game does end. All right, he wants me to use it. Is that that's a multiplier. I always am playing my face cards. And then press use. I don't know how to press use. There I go. Again, I've never played on a controller. This is wild. Make that longer. Use. Now they have a multiple, and they will multiply every time. It's not, you know, like the chance to multiply, blah, blah, blah. All right, 450. What do we got? We are going to 7765, but I've got those two. So I'm going to pull some cards and get rid of them. Oh yeah, I can just hit X. See, this is going to take me a minute. He is +4. Oh, because I have it. Okay. Discard. I don't hate. So again, here we've got ourselves set up for a straight. We got to get that 10. There it is. And then we can ace, use our multiplier cards, and then make sure you press the right button. I guarantee at some point you will hit the wrong button and it'll be fine. Or your game will be over and you just get to start again. It's fine. It is fine. Cash out because we did it in one hand. Right. Sun card. Oh my gosh, having all of these be undiscovered is wild. Converting more and more cards to the same suit helps you get flushes, right? So if you're ever playing, you're like, I'm going to play a bunch of flushes. It's a great way to go. I am going to do this. I play 2-pair all the time. And unless you have a reason to hold a card like this, right, this card is immediately going to impact gameplay, right? Depending on what you're using, if I play any 2-pair at any point in time, I want this card to be in play because it raises the multiplier. Very, very important. I do not have the money for that, so I guess we're just going to hit X. All right, so now I have to remember, I can only plan for this hand, right? Once I play cards, it's going to take my cards. It's going to pick 2 at random. We'll just see. Yeah, 6543. Makes me kind of want to get rid of these guys. To be careful with my clicking. See, there we go. Oh, and we're going to have a straight flush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the flames that show up above the scoring, that means you're going to get it in one hand. That's all it's going to take for me to beat this blind. Absolutely smashed it. Don't get your hopes up, though. First Annie man, they get your hopes up. All right, now we're into round 2 of 8. So the boss blind is going to be different because we just beat that first boss blind. So the way that the score goes up, the small blind is actually a little bit less than that last boss blind, but then it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back every time as you're going through. It's crazy. It's crazy. Every card sold. Okay, so you have to buy cards and then sell them back. And I don't think that's who I am as a person. This absolutely is who I am as a person. Permanently gain 1 discard each round, okay? So it's not upping the amount of hands that you get to play. It's increasing the number of discards, okay? Absolutely. Throw that on there. So now, every single hand, right? Every single small, big boss, I have 5 discards to beat it instead of 4, which helps me get bigger, better scoring hands. At least in my head, that's what I tell myself. We'll see. What is this? Upgrade 3 of a kind by 3 levels. That does not sound useful to me. 3 of a kind is not easy to play, and usually 3 of a kind plays better in what is it, a full house, when you have two of a kind, like a pair and then 3 of a kind, right? It's just not necessarily something that I want to mess with. Let's see if we can get us straight with these. Not yet. But again, I've got an extra go. 7, 6, 5, 4. And actually, I get rid of the 2 too, right? Because it'll be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's 5 cards. That's as many as you can play. There it is. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, X. I just discarded it. See, I told you that it will happen. You will discard, and good Lord, you'll pull through. It's fine. I still have all 4 hands. All right, let's see. Discard. Give me a 10. Nope. All right, so we are going to play this 2 pair that we have here. And because I've upgraded it, so it says 2 pair level 2, because it has increased also the base number of chips that you start with and that base multiplier. So now I hit Y and it'll score my 2 pair. Oh my goodness. All right, we're almost there. I'm not worried about it. We will play this pair of 9s just because I'm kind of low on discards. So we're going to play this. I'm playing the pair with 3 extra cards instead of spending a discard. Okay, so those cards are leaving. They're getting used. They're not going to get scored this round because I don't have a card in play that helps add those extra cards in, which is an awesome card. It's one of my favorites. Pair, 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 pair. That should do it. So I don't think I need to do anything else. There it is. Thank you. Boom, cash out. Now my cash out is a little lower this time because I only have 1 remaining hand, right? But that's okay. Happy to make it. Happy to get... If hand contains a straight. I love playing straights. I buy this card a lot. I do. Since they're both plus mults, it doesn't really matter the order that they're in your Joker's row yet. It doesn't matter yet. I love you, Bean, but I don't think that's a good use of my money right now. Honestly, let's pick a card pack. These are standard cards, so they're going to be any of a typical like regular deck card, right? Like ace all the way back down through 2. But typically, like this card here has a gold bonus to it. Or the ace has the bonus where it gives you extra chips with it. So for the price that I paid for the pack, what was it, $4? I can either get an extra $3 if the card is still in my hand. So that gets tricky too, right? Because there are cards that give you money if it gets played and counted in a hand, or there are cards like this one that still has to be in your hand at the end of the round. The ace here with the bonus is just a plus 30 extra chips. So this card, instead of just counting as 11 with the ace, it counts as 30 or a 41 because it's got the 30 extra chips, right? So you have to kind of decide, you know, do I want extra chips or do I want extra money? I want money. So I'm going to grab the gold card. We're going to hit X to start our next round. I don't know what this one is. Oh, it gives you tarot cards. Okay. We're not at the point in the game where I'm super flush with cash, so we're just going to keep going here. All right. The 4 red hearts here are making me think that we will pull these and discard because there's another heart already. So we'll just grab that again, right? We want this guy to stay in our hand. So this works with that. And then we get our plus. It's not a straight, so we don't get that added additional multiplier, but we do get just the base Jimbo Joker every time. Every time you play. All right, we're going to get rid of you. I don't really like any of this, but we'll get rid of you. We'll keep the 3 and the 2 just to see. So now here's the dilemma, right? I have 4 of a kind. Amazing. but it's going to require me to play my gold card, right? So I'm not going to get the $3 at the end. So sometimes it's just nice to have that bonus, right? To have that bonus 6 in your hand. Right? Just so that it's more likely that you're going to have more 6s. But yeah, that got us there too. Okay, good. Because then, right, fewer hands played, more money that you get at the end. Always a good time. All right. Plus 2 chip for each card in deck. Okay. When any booster pack is skipped. Okay. Spectral packs I always try and buy just because they can be crazy. Spectral packs always are going to impact your game in an interesting way. And I do have the money for it, so we are definitely buying this. Oh, and I get 2. Destroy 1 card adds 2 enhanced aces. So enhanced like the bonus, right? Or the bonus where it adds the 30 chips, the multiplier ones, or even some fancier cards. This card is awesome. We will probably pick that. Polychrome to a random joker, destroy all other jokers. Okay, so as you can see, Polychrome is a multiplier for your multiplier. So right now, right, it's 0, so it would still say 0. But if it was 2, it would multiply 2 by 1.5. Okay, does that make sense? So anytime you can get a multiplying multiplier, math. Anytime you can get something like this in where it's going to influence every single hand that you play. All right, as long as it's up there in Joker's Row, it is going to impact, it's going to impact your game. It's a wonderful thing to have. Converts all cards and hands to a single random rank. So it could turn them all into 9s or all into 10s. They'll still be different suits, but then it also takes away one of the cards that comes up into my hand when I'm playing, which I don't like having a small hand. I like big hands. So I don't usually go for this one. It does make playing 4 and 5 of a kind very easy. So I think we're going to do this. So it let me keep my straight card. The problem is that Jimbo Joker, right, is a +4 multiplier every hand. This one is only a +12. She's live. Not paying attention to her chat either, so don't like pick on me. Right, so now this guy does +12 multiplier, but he's also every hand going to do that multiplied multiplier, which is wild. So I need to get straights like even more now so that I can get both of the cards' effects, which is really, really fun. Okay, I think random enhanced aces, or this only impacts 1 card, right? Where this, I guess, takes away a card and then adds 2 cards. So I guess it's really only 1 card, but we'll see. Okay, so it gave us a steel ace, which is difficult because the steel cards have to stay in your hand to get the multiplier. And then it gave us one of those like bonus ones, right, where it's the +30 chips. All right, let's see. Next round. I am struggling with the controller control. I'm so used to just poking at stuff with my stylus. All diamond cards debuffed. So I'm not going to be playing very many of those. All right. And this hand actually isn't horrible. What do I want to do? 6, 5, 4, 3 is right there. You can play the debuffed cards. You can. They just don't give you any points. They're just a placeholder. It's like, okay, yep, there's a 5 here. So if I want to build a straight around it, I can, but it's not giving me any of the points, which stinks. Sometimes it's worth it. With the way this is right here, we're going to get rid of the 10 and the 9. There we go, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And then the way they animate it, right, it just says debuffed. You don't get these points. It just like skips through it. Okay, that's fine. Now I have 3 aces. Or if I can get a king, right, that gives me my straight there. I guess I'm going to get rid of this ace because it's like not going to do me any good. We'll keep this 10, right? Because then we can get our ace 10 straight. Let's just see what happens. There's our king, so we don't have to talk about it anymore. Thank you. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10, jack, 10. Struggling with the buttons. It's going to be fine. I haven't leveled up the straight yet at all. That doesn't make me very happy. So add in, multiply, add in the multiplier, and then multiply the multiplier. Great. Blew it out of the water. I love when the fire, like, because you get, like, really high scores. It's very encouraging. I appreciate the dopamine boost that the score flames give me. All right, Annie 3. That was it. Round 2 is done. Let's see what we got. I don't buy this card. Destroy it and create a spectral card? Like I don't. I'm just not. The variability of spectral cards, man. First card has 1 card. Add a permanent copy to deck and draw it to hand. Okay. This card can be so outrageously fun, especially if you have something like those boosted aces, right, that are in my hand. And so anytime those cards come up in your first hand that you're dealt, this is, jokers get crazy, man. The first cards that you're dealt, okay, you get any of those boosted cards, you play it, and you automatically get a copy of it, and it's back in your hand. So not only are you adding those boosted cards to your deck, you have it to play again. It's not just like, oh, tuck it in the back. Like, it's here, it's face up and ready to go, typically. But there's a spectral pack. I hate walking away from a spectral pack. Tarot cards, especially if you're doing things where using boosts or like buying and selling cards is how your jokers are impacting your multipliers. This is a great card to have. I don't have $10, so I'm not worried about it right now. Okay, so I just get 1 of 2 spectral cards, or I can get this guy that's going to impact my game for like every ante to come. So we are going to buy the DNA card. Mr. DNA. All right, here we go. I have to look at the controller. It gives a free spectral pack. Am I far enough into the game where this is going to kill me? And it's, again, it's only 2 cards, so yeah, I'm not that risky of a risk taker, which is probably why I'm terrible at Balatro. Okay, so again, really fun details. Balatro has the craziest fun details. The DNA card like wiggles when it's time for you to use it, right? It's this awesome little like, hey, here I am. You should probably play one card that he's then going to copy and throw back into my hand. So what do we want? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I already have a straight even. So this is just like super fun bonus time. I love my face cards. I do. I love them. So we'll just do that. We will face card it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Having just 4 of the same suit in a 5 card hand doesn't do you any good. I wish it did. Otherwise, that'd be cool. Give me more bonuses. I love bonuses. It's the only way you make it to the end. All right. What are we doing? A bunch of pairs. We will get rid of one of these 10s. Discard. I don't have any jokers though. All right, how many discards do I have? I still have 4 discards, so I'm in no hurry. I only need 300 points. So we're gonna throw a king and a queen. And the 8. Give me a joker. A joker. Give me a jack, please. Please don't give me a joker. I don't need a joker right now. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Straight. Hit the Y button to play. There we go. Like to see them flames. All right, cash out. So it took me a couple of hands. And so there, That's the negatory on the DNA. You're automatically kind of using one of your hands, right? Plus, if I had had that grab hand where it was giving me the extra hand, then I would worry about it even less. But right, I'm going to get less cash now when I use my DNA card. That kind of stinks. I like money. I firmly believe having a ton of money having a ton of money in Balatro is definitely how I win. I have to have it in order to pad my score, to buy celestial packs. All right. 2 chips for each remaining card in the deck. So as you play through hands, right, you're playing cards, so it subtracts. So it can fluctuate quite a bit. But this guy also has a negative. So because he's a negative card, right, -1, he adds to your Joker row. So you actually... Okay. So it actually like expands your Joker row. And it's funny the way they animate it, like the cards just kind of crowd in. So because he's technically it's not taking up, I can't buy it because I don't have enough money. Technically it doesn't take up a spot in your Joker row, right? It's just a bonus. So any time that one of these negative cards comes up and it's something that's going to easily add to my game, I'll buy it. Just because, again, he's not taking up space. He's just kind of there. And it still gives you the full flexibility of getting all 5 Jokers that you potentially want to use. I can't even buy that Celestial Pack. Dang it. All right. So just going forward. All right. Where are we at? We're at 3,000 now? Okay. Let's go. DNA card. I guess let's throw the queen up there. Queen, play. 6, 4, 3, 2. I love that the card that gets like dealt back in just gets put there. Like it doesn't go in order with the rest of the cards. That's funny. I guess let's keep the 8. We will say sayonara to 6, 4, 3, 2. Bye. And then it shuffles it in, right? Okay. King, king, queen, 10. So again, here we still need... There's nothing like jumping out at me, right? We still need a jack and an ace or a 9. So it's kind of like, what am I going to do? So we'll just kind of keep picking away at it. I mean, if we got the 9, then it would still be just 10, 9, 8, 7. So I have the hardest time with playing with buttons. Discard thinks. All right, there's our 9. Too bad I got rid of that 8. All right, let's get rid of one of the kings. Doesn't really matter. Now, wait a minute. I have the 9, so king, queen, jack, 10, 9. Good Lord, Lindsay. There's our straight. I was going to say, it's not going to get us all the way there. So. So now the problem, right, the problem with trying to go with straights. It does take 5 cards because I don't have any bonus jokers, right, that are giving it to me in 4 where I can skip. And since I just did a straight with a bunch of face cards, the amount of face cards still to come in my deck are less, right? Because they just got used. So usually I won't stick around and try for another face card straight. Usually. I sound so confident in my ability here. So I am going to toss these guys. Yeah, because if we get... We need a 6. We need a 6. And the 9's not going to help with that. So I'm going to discard you too. No 6. 10. Get rid of you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 4. We'll keep the 2. just in case things get interesting. There's our 6. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We don't even need the 2. We got everybody. Play hand Y, not X. That do it? Yeah. Yay! There we go. What time is it? I gotta watch. I could sit and play Balatro for days. What does this Joker do? Create a tarot card when any booster pack is opened. But then if you're buying like an Arcana or a tarot card pack and you want to get other tarot cards, like that card's kind of tricky. It's nice to have, I guess, if you're, again, playing where you want to be able to buy and sell lots of cards. No, that doesn't interest me. I guess let's do a low level one like this. All right, let's see what kind of boosts we can get here. Spades, multiplier cards, great, reliable multiplier cards. There are lucky cards, but then there's luck involved. So it's like 1 out of 15, 1 out of 20 chance to get things to happen. And that's not amazing. Or a gold card. Okay, so I am definitely going to do the +4. So then all you do is mouse up here. Oh gosh. And pick the cards that you want to turn into multipliers. And we're gonna, yeah, that one. We're gonna, yeah. Oh yeah. Next round, yeah. Okay. All heart cards debuffed. Great. I have a lot of heart cards, but I don't think it'll be right. It's not going to be like decisive. So we are gonna, I wonder if it hits with, let's try this. I guess I've never tried it in a blind, a boss blind where it's got a disabled card, right? Where it's debuffed. Let's just see. I mean, it's going to give me 0. But then it'll give me the duplicate, but then I've got that multiplier 10 in my deck going forward. Right, and it gives me no points. Oh no, it gave me 7. Why did it give me 7? Interesting. Why? Why? I don't know how this game works. All right, we are going to discard all these number cards because they're not doing us any good. There's a real 10. Now all we need is a queen. Okay. Again, let's discard you. I'll get rid of one of the jacks. Because we only need one to get a straight discard. There's our queen. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. And that's a royal flush. Hello. We're going to have no problem getting the points this time. Plus that ace is a bonus one. Joker unlocked. That is the one where multiple cards can appear multiple times? Is that what that is? Nice. That's nice, getting it that far into the game and being able to get an Annie with one hand. That's nice. Is this the straight? Yes, it is. So R or L, I love it that it lets me just hit L. Just unlock the blue deck. Retrigger all played cards in the final hand of the round. This card can be great, especially as you get in later into the game, because you're going to be getting through all of those hands. Do you know what I mean? Early in the game, or like I just did with that round, you play one hand. So this card doesn't even come into to impact the score in the hand, if that makes sense, right? If I'm beating it in one hand, I'm not getting to that final hand. So this card I don't use super often. I have used it before. This guy is absolutely a card that I will buy any opportunity that I have. +1 hand size. So every time the right small, big, or boss hand starts, you get dealt out however many cards, and now I get an extra card. There are also jokers that can impact this, um, like the black bean that had already gone through. Like it adds a certain number of cards that then the number tapers down over time. The number of cards that you have greatly impacts your ability to beat a round, which is awesome. Um, I don't have any more monies, so I guess we're on to the next. Check in my boss. My boss is all club cards debuffed at 10k points. 4 is usually where I hit my wall, right? Make or break at this point in time. I don't have any like huge multipliers or anything. I don't have jokers that are interacting with each other yet. Hopefully we will come across something and make some magic here. I see you, Mr. DNA, so we are going to do this and play that card. Amazing. Thank you very much. So Jack 10, 9, 8. So we will get rid of 6, 4, 3, 2. Discard. Now he's shuffled back in there. Jack 10, 9, 8. Okay. 5, 5, 4, 2. I'm using up my discards and I hate that feeling. There we go. Oh, so we can go Queen, Jack 10, 9, 8. Again, the suits don't impact at this point because you can't get the whole hand that you're playing in one suit. It doesn't matter, right? Why? I'm like double checking that I'm hitting the right button because that's going to be a good hand. Ace, King, Queen, 10, 9. Let's see if we can get a joker. Or joker. Get a jack. Go. Let's see. Well, we got some queens, though. Again, to really do anything with these cards, I'm going to need a jack. So we'll just keep trying. We'll discard this one. If we don't get him here, gosh. We're kind of low on cards. I only have one more discard. I need like 600 points. So we will go through and we will weed out Ace, King, Queen, and these other cards. Because if I get this straight, that's going to be the end of this hand, right? I'm not going to need these other cards. I don't need them to sit there, and there we go. Although we've got some other fun things here. Right, I could do, but again, I've got the multiplier for the straight. So I could do 4 of a kind, right? You know, you could even do a couple of pairs or whatever. You could do a full house with the pair and then the 3 of a kind for the ace. It's nice to have options. And even having that +1 card in my hand is part of why I have these options. Does that make sense? I think it does. I think it does. All right, so we're going to Ace, King, Queen, Jack 10. Straight, hit the Y. We're out of here. Very nice. Hands like that, blinds like that, help me believe that I'll be able to beat that boss. Cash out, because I only had one hand left. Okay. Hermit, I love you, Hermit. So you have to spend $3 to double the $6. It's not super worthwhile at this point. If you have $17, then you play it and then it's worthwhile. Let's use this. Let's check one of the buffoon packs here. It's only 2. There's a flush card. This joker gains +3 chips per discarded diamond card. Suit changes every round. So every time you discard a diamond, +3, +3, okay? And I have an extra discard, so I'm a little more likely to be able to just throw some diamonds in there. But at the same time, the flush is a +10. I don't play a lot of flushes, though. I don't know if I just don't, my brain doesn't see flushes very often. I don't know what it is. Because I'm even playing on, right, the highly diversified, where the suits are all their own color. I guess let's try this one out of these two. Always remember, especially once your joker row is full, you can always just skip. Like if you pull a pack because you're like, oh, let's try and see what I can get, and you're like, none of these are good, you don't have to sell somebody and fill that spot. You can just skip, which is brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right. This guy, I need to grab. Do I hold it? Yeah. See, again, I've never played with a controller, so I can just hold it to move it over. Because all this card is doing is adding. So I want to get my adds in before my multipliers come into play. All right, leave me alone. Is that it? Yeah, we're out of money, so let's go. These bigger ones always start making me nervous. All right, we got our twitchy Joker friend there. Yeah. Oh, this one I've multiplied. I've already done before, but let's do it again. So, Jack 10, 9, 8. We are going to, actually we're going to discard this one. 6, 5, 3. Discard. Oh, and then there's our straight already. Ace, King, Queen, Jack 10. Without trying. Play. All right. So then we can do another straight automatically. Queen, Jack 10, 9, 8. Play. Gosh, I wish I was getting... I need some more celestial cards to boost my straights. There we go. One hand left, lots of discards left. So if I had been more like cognizant of what I was doing, I could have left that straight there and I could have discarded some extra diamonds just to boost that Joker. Right? There's no time limit on hands. You can sit and goof around and move your cards around and do whatever you want. I just have a hard time where it's like, oh, I see it. I want to play it. I'm not great at. Every time a playing card is added to your deck. All right, so here we go. I have the DNA card. The DNA card, every time I start a hand, right? Small, big, boss. Every time I start a hand, the DNA card copies a playing card for me, right? Just one of the basic cards out of my deck. This Joker, every time he does that, the multiplier is going to go up. So just by continuing to play through the game, even without buying playing cards, because I don't think that's currently something that I could do even. It's just not in this store currently. So again, so the DNA card and this Joker, I don't know what he's called, the hologram Joker, are going to influence each other. Does that make sense? It's so awesome. So, I mean, technically I could move him down there and get him out of the way, but it's fine. He can sit there. Oh, let's see. Let's see. And of course I have no money now, so I can just keep going. Club cards. All right. And we know that you can copy the debuff cards. But we will copy the Jack, since he keeps seeming to be the card that I need more of in my deck, right? He's always one who's like, oh, I need a Jack. Oh, I need a Jack. So Jack, there we go. So again, with the King debuffed, we're going to get less points, right? We're not going to get the +4 multiplier. We're not going to get the 11 chips for playing him, but we will still be able to get the straight here. Queen 10. Now I gotta go all the way down here. Hit that. Those extra multipliers, man. All right, what do we got? 7744. And I do actually have, right, the 2-pair boosted. But the 7-7, the 2 7s and the 2 4s aren't going to do a ton for me. We can, I don't know. We can try and right? What do I want to do? I really want to keep, yeah. I think we'll do that. We'll play this card because he'll just go along with the 2 pair. And then he's out of my hair, right? And then once that's scored and those cards are played, it'll backfill all those spaces, right? I'm not in a boss where it's only dealing me so many cards back. So, like, I don't gain or lose any points for having him along for the ride. All right, so again, now we're in a situation where I really want a queen. I would love to have a queen card. I still have plenty of discards, so we are going to discard, 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 discard. Oh, I don't know what is our bonus is for hearts. Okay, that's too bad. Would have been nice if it had been for diamonds or whatever. What do you have right now? You currently only have 3 chips. You are not amazing right now. Okay, so again, we really need that queen or a 7. A 7 would be great. So we'll just keep working our way down. We'll just do that. Hit. Yeah, because I still have 4 discards, so I'm not gonna worry about throwing anybody else out of the way here. Okay, so I could do a flush, but we don't have any multipliers going with the flushes. The ace, king, jack, 9, 8. Too bad. If it was a royal flush, that would be fun, but it ain't. All right, we'll get rid of you. Yeah, you. We'll get rid of this one again because the heart suited jack has that multiplier on it, so I'm gonna want to keep him around. We'll keep the 9 and the 8 just in case we happen to get a 7. But the queen would definitely be bonus. There she is. So now we can do ace, king, queen, jack, 10. And that is not going to end the hand for us, I don't believe. Those +4 multipliers will be nice. Oh, I'm wrong. It's nice to be wrong. I don't have any more hands left, so I'm not going to get, right, any bonus cash. Neptune, you are just not worth buying. Neptune is a royal or a straight flush. Yeah, it'd be nice. I don't have money to buy the not a voucher. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get a straight. Isn't it? Yep, Saturn. Thank you. Excellent. That's very helpful. Hi. Thanks for coming and playing Balatro with me. See what we're going to get. Spectral pack. Oh, definitely not worth it at this point in time. All right, here we go. Yes, I see you twitching. All right, so here we are going to definitely use the steel ace. So steel ace, the problem with steel cards is in order to get that 1.5 multiplier, it has to stay in your hand. It can't be the card that's like actively out there getting added right with the points. So we will play it so that we get it. And then we need our jack. Ace, suit, do. We will let that go. What program do I use for recording? So I use an Elgato for my game capture, and that has its own software that you can use for recording and that kind of stuff on your computer. And then I use OBS for my stream, and then I use Restream added into the OBS program to then be able to split stream on both Twitch and YouTube. OBS is somewhat intimidating, but once you kind of watch some people on YouTube talk about it, YouTube is the ultimate teacher. YouTube knows everything. Watch a couple people talk about OBS and you learn that it's kind of like this box. I mean, that's all it is on my computer, right? It's a box. It's a window. And then you just add in, plug and play the things that you want that window to let you do, right? So I download my animated background and I just throw it into OBS. There it is. Do I want it animated? Yep. Do I want it to loop? Yep. There you go. It works great. And all you have to do is put a little bit of time into it to research exactly what you want it to do for you. And it's totally worth it. I missed my queen. Oh, that's right. And now straight is level 3. So that's going to give us even more points, which is awesome. Plus that 1.5 in the hand. That hand's already done. Yes. Makes me very happy. All right, because now we're into Annie 5. Usually Annie 4 is where I will eliminate myself just because I don't have enough jokers that are boosting each other. Or 6. Usually Annie 5, I don't have a ton of problems, but let's not say that out loud too many times. This is the gold card. All right, so I am going to buy, what am I at, $6? I kind of want to buy this just because the 2 pair is a great kind of catch-all, right? Ooh, I can't play a straight, but I've got 2 pair. But then there's also a celestial pack where it'll let me choose, but there's no guarantee, so we'll try. Come on! There it is. I can't believe it. And then there are even crazy things, right, where you can like buy a voucher that guarantees that your most played hand will be in the celestial packs that you buy. Like, this game is nuts. The meta game is meta. All right, let's go. All right, I don't have any like super highfalutin cards this time around. So again, I'm just going to throw a jack up there. We'll get an extra jack. That won't hurt. 63 points don't hurt. All right. King, king, jack. 6, 5, 4, 3. Jack. See, again, like right here, I've got the 2 pair. Not taxing. I have noticed this. I feel like it kind of just runs itself in the background. Again, it's almost just like a box. And depending on what you throw into the box, depends on what happens. Which is, again, intimidating to start. The fact that somebody's trusting me with technology. Ooh! But it works. It works. As long as you remember to log into Restream, which I did not do last weekend. Or last Wednesday. You know what? I'm going to throw this 9 out there too because he's not going to do me any good. And we're going to play that 2 pair. Just get him out of here. That was not good. We are not going to make this. That gold card has to be held. All right, so we will 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There is that straight. It's just a straight. It's not going to give me any bonuses there. But I'm over 10. That was nice. 10, 9. Boy, it'd be nice to have an 8, wouldn't it? So I could do a flush. It's not going to give me any bonuses, and I have a ton of discards. So we're just going to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So hopefully we get... Right, so we'll get rid of you. Get rid of you and you. Discard. Ooh, I'm getting the bonuses. The chip bonus on that joker. What is it? Hearts. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 8, 7, 6. Oh, we even got another 6. Awesome. We even got another 6. So we get to play all of these. Oop, not you. Play all of these and keep that gold card held in our hand so that I get the $3 at the end. This should be it, right? The bonus. I didn't get any fire. I live for the score fire. Is it 130? Okay. Cash out. I even got extra money because... Okay, so here we go. Played cards with odd rank give plus 31 chips when scored. Okay, so any card that's odd. From ace, because it's 1. Streamlabs can be a lot more people. Yeah, Streamlabs. And I almost felt like Streamlabs was confusing on purpose. Not user-friendly. Okay, so this odd. So ace 9. Wow. Oh, it's trying to go backwards. Right, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 gives the extra chips, but then it also gives the plus 10 multiplier. okay, because it has that holographic bonus on the card. So it only gives the extra chips when the odd cards are played and scored, but it's going to give that plus 10 multiplier no matter what. Every time you play, it's going to give you that extra 10. So I am going to buy this, right? Because I have plenty of money. I'm not going to have enough money then for the Celestial pack, which stinks. But we're going to grab this just because it's going to be plus 10 mult every time a hand is scored. Boom. Plus, because I have, right, what is happening? Everything is making noise. All right. Oh, that's right. I couldn't buy that negative joker. I'm like, I could swear I bought a negative joker, but I didn't have the money when it was time. This game is mean. It's like, oh, look at all these cool jokers, Linz. Doesn't matter. This is a plus, so this guy I need to move. Can I move it now? Yeah. You need to go there, right? Your plus. Okay, so it's gonna be hearts this round. Again? I think it'll change. Multiplier, 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 yeah. Cards drawn face down after each hand. So basically what it's saying is that it wants you to beat this in as few hands as possible. Which isn't going to be terrible. Alright, so what do we want? Throw the king, throw the queen. Let's do queen. There you go. Do it. Almost 1,000 just with that. Nice. Alright, we will throw out some of these extras here. Yeah, I want to keep the 987 just in case I get a 10. Right, then I can do queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. Queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, so I can get rid of the 7. And we're deleting. Not playing. Okay, so here we go. We got another king. Make sure I'm using the one with the multiplier on it. Right. King, queen, jack, 10, 9. Straight. Not as great as an ace 10. But that's what we got. So we're going to do it. Hot. That was beautiful. Did it in one hand. Thank you very much. All right. That is one of my cards. All right. And I get, yay! I get to buy a Celestial pack too. So we're going to start with that. Give me Saturn. No. Okay. It's a flush. This is absolutely worth it because, right, most of the time you're not like, oh, I'm not going to play a high card. Yeah, actually, I'm playing a high card every round, right? Every blind, I'm playing a high card because I'm activating that DNA card. So this is totally worth it just to get a couple more points out of that bonus that I'm playing to utilize the DNA card. All right, so now the problem becomes, I think I'm going to get rid of you, boss. Because the face cards give +5 every time they're scored. So we are going to sell this friend, L. And we are going to buy this friend, buy. And then he goes all the way down here at the end because he's just plus, right? So you want to get him in there first before the multipliers are getting added in. This guy is cool. Uncommon jokers, uncommon. I mean, I'd get one. I just think it's silly that he's not himself an uncommon joker, so he doesn't like automatically make it happen. But they didn't ask me. Local Funk did not call me up and was like, hey, Lindsay, what do you think if I throw this in and make him not activate his own power? Because I would have been like, what? Small blind, we're at 20. Let's see. That last hand. All right, again, this guy is definitely the one to play. Why to play? Boom, that was nice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. But if I've got these jacks, I don't need the 6s. So we're going to get rid of one of the jacks. We're going to get rid of a 7 and a 6 and a 2 And I'm going to keep the ace because I love me that 1.5 multiplier. Did it? Oh, that's right. We got rid of the castle that was giving us the bonus chips. So I don't have to look and see what suit I should be discarding. All right. Ace, king, jack, 10. I still don't have a 9. 8, 7. 4, 3, 2. We will... Yeah, because this is the thing, right? If I get the 9, no. We'll just keep discarding like this. So we have a couple of discards. Wow, look at those 10s. Dang it. But I'm never going to see a 10 again. Like, if I play this, I'm never going to see a 10 again. Do I want to just play the 10, the 2, but it's just one pair. I don't have any bonus with that. I feel like that's better use than just discarding though, right? At least it's turning them into points. Because at this point in time, right, I've got equal number of hands and discards. Yeah, we'll play it. I'm not getting any face points though. That's fine. Jack, jack, jack. Bah! This game hates me. Okay. I didn't get a queen. I didn't get anything. All right. So again, though, we are going to play the pair to get rid of them. I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you and you. And then I still have ace, king, because I need a queen, and I need a 9. Because if I get the 9, I can do jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. And if I get the queen, so yeah, we're going to play this though, right? Because it's going to get the +5. Yeah, I'm playing this. Okay. Oh my gosh. I got a 6. Well, this is how Balatro goes to die. All right. So I have a king. I have a jack. I gotta get a queen. So I'm gonna discard. This is gonna be a discard. 8, 7, and I don't need the money. So I'm gonna discard as many cards as I can. Discard, my gosh, make sure I hit the button. And there. Dang it. Okay. Aces don't count as face cards, so they are not going to give me the bonus multiplier anything. So it's just ace, ace, king, 8, 6. Yeah, so we're going to discard this one again because I can't play this hand. And at this point in time, I'm not going to make it as it is. Thank you, Balatro gods. I don't think that's going to be enough to get us where we need to be, but we're going to try because it's going to give me the face card multiplier. Yes! Stick it out for the hand that you want. It's a hard lesson to learn, and sometimes it ends your game. Stick it out for the hand that you want. With as high as my straight, am I on like straight level 4, straight level 5? Yeah, the multiplier gets way up there. All right. A Mega Celestial. So it lets me choose 2 of 5. This one lets me choose 1 of 5. Let's do that. Since there's nothing else I want to spend my monies on. Give it. Yes. So now we're at straight level 5. It will never give you doubles, which is super sad. But look, we get to upgrade our high card again. Squeak! Yay. Okay, let's go. I'm on fire. Okay, no repeat hand types this round. Really wish I could re-roll my boss blind. But it might get to the point where we can do it right with that, because we play the high card and then play straight, and fingers crossed that might make things happen. Streamlabs could be okay. 30. Let's go. Gosh, I gotta watch what time it is. Oh. Forget my chitlins. You know what? I'm gonna do the king just because of that face card bonus card that we have right now. And he has to be played alone. Woo! That's awesome. All right. King, queen, queen, 10, 9. I'm going to move him actually down to where he goes, which I don't normally do, but we're getting to a point here. All right. At this point in time, we're going to just get rid of these guys. Bye. All right. So we can do one straight here. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Yeah. Oh, we're not playing the boss yet. This is still just the big blind. Okay. Boom. Because that ace was still in my hand too, man, that really helps. All right. Into a steel card. So maybe we are going to grab that. Because what you can do, all right, so with this steel card thing also, what you can do is hold the steel card until you're in playing a hand, okay? And then once you decide what cards are going out to be scored, you can pick one of the cards that's still going to be in your hand to be your steel card. So it might only really help that one time, that one hand, but having that steel card there to give you that 1.5 boost can be life-saving. So, and I've got money, so I can do that, and I can go down here and buy another Celestial Pack. So let's see if we can get a high card. Yeah, see, this time we got skunked. No high card, no straight, so we're going to use the full house. I love the full house. Especially because with the full house, frequently you can boost it using like a 2 pair or using a 3 of a kind joker. You can boost that, that full house hand in lots of interesting ways. All right, ready? Here we go. We're going to do the boss. See if we can do this. We can get through this. That's a big deal. Shoot, we're not getting to copy anybody that's like super boosted or anything, but we'll throw that queen out there. She gets a multipliers and so on, so that's good. Look at all these 3s. What am I supposed to do with this? There's like nothing to do with this hand, so we're just gonna toss some trash. Actually, let's leave the 8, because 8 is just worth more than 2, right? I'm not thinking that we're gonna use that. So, and then the queen gets shuffled back in, which is nice. All right, so that alone, just that shuffling it back in, gives us some awesome abilities here, right? So we're going to be able to hold that steel ace, and because I have the other ace, do you know what I mean? So I can play an ace to get my ace 10 straight, but I'm also going to be able to hold that steel ace, which is going to give me that 1.5 multiplier. Plus, what I'm going to do, just to push my luck, I'm going to turn that 8 that I held into that steel card. So what I'm going to do is we're going to, it wants me to pull the 8 first and then hit use. All right, so there. Now I'm going to have a whole bunch of 1.5 multipliers going on. We're going to go ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Look at all those face cards going up to get me multipliers. The cards that have the built-in mult card on them. This is going to be money. All right. I'm hitting Y. Oh, plus, right, we're getting the extra chips and so on. Fire! That feels good. That was nice. Thank you very much. That is the best way to get out of play only one type of a hand this round is by just playing one hand. Don't even have to worry about it. This is one of my favorite jokers. Increases your hand size. It is not worth putting that in my roll right now. Oh, and of course, look at what voucher we got. It allows you to re-roll the boss. This late in the game, I don't have the money for it this time in the store. I might, like, next time we come back in, right? So I'm not gonna spend any money. We will hold our money and see what we can do to get back here and potentially buy that, because that can be life-saving. But also, what are the odds that I'm gonna, I don't know. Anyway, next round. Let's go. 35. All right. Let's go. What do we got? So remember the bonus ace is only plus 30 chips. Definitely not as good as a face card, right? Which gives us that plus 5 multiplier. Plus this is a multiplier card also, right? Where that plus 4 goes into the multiplier box in the scoring. So we need a queen. I am going to get rid of, oh, we've got to do this first. So I'm going to play the king because he's a face card and has the multiplier boost. Boom. Love that. All right, so we are going to keep the 10, one of the 10s. Shall I keep both kings? Yeah, I think at this point in time I probably should. Whoa. Oh, is that if you discard like 3 or more face cards, I think? Yeah, now I'm wishing I'd kept that 10 because look at all these 10s. So I could king, king, 10, 10, 10, but that's not going to give me nearly the bonus, right? It's only level 2. So it's going to be worth it to... maybe I'll just play the pair. No, I still have enough discards that it's going to be worth discarding. You hit it. There's our queen. All right. Gonna use the highest ace possible. Gonna use the highest, right? The one cards with the multipliers that are going out to get played and scored. Sadly, there's no steel cards in my hand, so this isn't gonna be a... Oh, never mind. He must really be leveled up there. What are you at? It's at ×3. That's amazing. Okay, so because of that incredible hand, we definitely have the money for this. Which doesn't necessarily mean we'll have the money to use it, but we are... Oh, I only have $3. Oh, boo! What's this one? To clubs, no. Next round. First hand is drawn face down. Oh my gosh. That's such an easy blind. Like, I should have even checked. I didn't follow my own directions. First hand drawn face down, not a big deal at all. I just always, like, play the cards that are on the... Oh, plus first hand, I'm going to already play. Anyway, we'll worry about it when we get there. That is not a life-ending boss blind. It is not. So we don't have to worry about it. All right, king, king, king. Look at all these kings. King, king, king. All right. You know what? We're going to throw the joker out there. Face cards have the same chip value, so it's not a big deal. I have to hold it. It feels funny. I am going to play this full house. Because it is leveled up a little bit. There's multiple face cards getting played. Sadly, none of them are odd, which would be nice. But that also saves me a discard. And then it's still got king, jack, ace. Okay, yeah, let's play that. We're going to play this one. This isn't going to give me a ton, but it's something. Right. So we got another jack, which we don't need. We got to start. You. We're going to hold on to the 8 because that's that 8 with the 1.5 multiplier. So we're going to keep that. We're going to get rid of these. Sadly, I need that spot from that 6, so I can't just let it sit there. So here we go. Here is our first straight. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. And that is gonna be a good one. I don't think that's gonna get us far enough to be done, but maybe. There's a lot of multipliers in that row. Yep. Not sad. Not sad at all. All right, hit me. Oh, I love this one. Right? Do you see this? But it's like so wily because so it changes right, every like small, big, boss. The suit that you need to be able to play changes. So you can like super load your hand with spades and then it's going to change to hearts or it's going to change to right to something else. So I am going to buy this celestial pack. And hopefully, yes! It's going to give us a Saturn. Makes me happy. All right. $2 can't really do you very much. So we are going to keep going. Let's see. Let's see what we're going to do. Oh, see, I don't know. I don't know which card I'm going to play. So we'll just play somebody. Not sad. All right, so my strategy with these. I'll just grab him. Oh, you have to hold it. That's so awkward. So he was there. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's not what I should do at all. Because I need 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will discard. Because then the cards that come back out are face up. It's only this starting hand, right? And I discarded that king, which was stupid, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't like any of those. So we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard. All right, so now we're in this situation. So there are ways when you're looking at a hand dealt like this to extrapolate what card values are, right? So if it's a jack, it's a flipped over card, and then it's a 10. That card in between is either a jack or a 10, right? The cards in between the ace and the queen are, right, an ace or a king. So it's kind of, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to play ace. We're going to guess this one, this one, this one, and this. We're going to guess. We're guessing. Please don't shoot me. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, that's our game. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I don't need this card, whether it's a jack or a 10. So we're going to do that. We're going to discard. I still don't know if that's a king or a queen or an ace or what. I don't know. So we can do... I really need to know what that is. All right, so we're just going to, at this point in time, we're going to try. Ace, hopefully it's a king, queen, jack, 10. Right? Hopefully it's a king. Let's go. It's not. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Look. Plus there's a steel ace here now. So we can jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. It's not giving me as many face bonuses, right? Because it's only the one jack. But I'm going to get a couple of the odd card bonuses. So it's not going to be a huge hand. But it's, oh no, this is my last hand. Oh Oh no. It's gonna give me that. Yes! 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 Alright, here we go. Here we go. Final round. If hand is played with $4 or less, like what? Wild cards makes it so that suits that are traditionally red can play as each other, and suits that are traditionally black can play as each other. Cool. Not life shattering though. Reroll costing $2 less at this point in time isn't doing me any favors. I can't. I guess there's a chance that it might give me a celestial card, right? So that I could get another straight bonus, but there's not. It's not guaranteed. So we're just gonna keep going. Save those monies. One random joker disabled every hand. Okay, so that is a blind that I may very well not survive. I might not be able to beat that because of the way that my jokers are interfacing right now. So if I do get to a point and I do have $10, I might re-roll that. Let's see. We are gonna play our face card, plus this one has the multiplier, so that's super great. So we're gonna go 6, 6, 4, 2. I'm gonna keep the queens for now, just because something exciting might happen. Discard. All right, we actually need. Oh, interesting. So I could ace, king, queen, queen, jack. That gives me a flush. Yeah, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. Jack, get rid of a queen, get rid of a king. I mean, that's all it does is it gives me a high card. Can you believe that? One more discard, and then we got to start seeing what we're going to do. Oh, okay. I wonder if it's worth it to try and get... Because it's been blowing me, like, over... Let us discard one more time. I was hoping I was going to get a steel card in my hand. Because then that would really help boost, right? Really does. Look how excited the numbers are. Play! Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right. Big blind, what is this one, like 70? So just after 2, I have the money to re-roll my blind, my boss. So we're gonna hit next round. We're gonna re-roll. Don't be terrible. All cards debuffed until one joker sold. Okay, so is this better than the other one was? I mean, it is. I'll sell the face card bonus card. What's awesome is when you go into this and you have an open spot, right? You can just buy a junk card in, but that is not our life right now. Let's see what this base edition shop joker is free and holographic. Dang, that would have been nice. All right, let's see. Oh, it's 75. Okay. All right, let's see. Definitely you. Awesome. All right, we need some queens up in ya. So get rid of you. Guess I could get rid of you. You. I want you. No. All right, I'll get rid of you. That is just going to be discard again. Discard. Give me a queen. Whew, that's a lot of aces. It's kind of tempting to play. Because I can play just an ace and get rid of the 4 and the 3. And that'll give me something, right? Instead of just throwing it away, it'll give me, because of all these bonuses, it'll give me something. Still don't have my queen yet, though. I hope I got a queen in there. King, jack, 8, 7. Again, it's just going to give me high card. I'm going to discard this one. Although it would give me, and it would give me that. Nah, I'm just going to discard this one. There she is. Woo! Look at all the steel cards in my hand. That's awesome. Okay, so we want to leave that one, actually. King, queen, jack. Straight. Right? Yes, even though I'm losing one of the aces because I have to play it to get the straight, I have the 8's in my hand now. Boy, that 8 has snuck in a couple times, hasn't he? Since we used it just to get through that one hand. There it is. Fire. Right. Now we got to do the Big Daddy. And luckily I used it when I could, because I don't have the money for it now. Plus 20 mult if played hand contains 3 or fewer cards. This card can be a lot of fun if you can play that way. I am going to pick one of these just because we're going into the final round. Let's see if I can get myself, yeah, something like this, which that's nice. But, oh, plus so actually that might be what I grab because I'm going to be selling that face bonus joker. I have to. So we'll take that guy. All right. Here we go, verdant leaf. All right. Bye, buddy. L. Ooh, hate it. All right. All right, here we go. Ace, ace, 8, 7, 6, 5. So I don't have the face bonus anymore. So it's kind of tempting to keep some of these and see what we can do. So ace, 10. Oh, I've got a... None of these are really... I guess we'll just play the ace. Okay. Let's throw him back down here. There you go. Alright, so we're going to get rid of... I don't know, because then you still have the... I guess get rid of this and this and that. Ace. Yeah, no. Leave him there. Discard those. Another ace. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna... I hate doing that. Because there's no guarantee, right? There's no guarantee that you're going to get the face cards. But we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of one of the aces. Give me another 8? What the crap, game? It does not want me beating this final ante. Well, let's play that, because we'll get some of the multipliers in there, or some of the bonus chips. Oh, because it doesn't even, yeah, okay. Oh, 2 queens, very useful, thanks so much. We got a steel ace in here, though, so that's good. Discard. Need a king. Thank you! And we get to keep our steel ace. King, queen, jack. 10. That should be it. Nah, it might not be. It might not be high enough because we don't have that face multiplier. Nope, I'm wrong. Yay! I just want a hand of Balatro. Yay! Blueprint. He's amazing. That Blueprint Joker. That deck is crazy and really hard to play with. That Blueprint Joker, he is a pair. So you get him and then you can pair him with a neighbor. I don't remember if it's right hand or left hand, but he just duplicates what that card does. It's incredible. All right, let us see if we can keep going for a little bit in Endless. I've got 10 minutes. Let's see what trouble we can get into. Hey! We're going to do that. I can buy that too. Yes! Dangerous. Next round. What do we got? After play or discard, always draw 3 cards. Okay, so that card is dangerous because you play 5 cards to play a straight. You're only getting 3 cards back in. That is a hard card to beat. A hard boss to beat. All right, let us, I guess we'll throw the king out there. Jack 10, 9, 8, 6, 4. We'll actually get rid of one of the jacks too. Right, king is down. I don't want him to leave. Here we go, we get 1. Bonus, king, queen, jack 10. Right? Play. Because we've got the steel card in hand. It's going to help. There we go. There we go. Cash out. I can use this. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I can buy. All right, so he can just go there. It's fine because he's not impacting a scoring. He's just a boon that's giving me an extra card to play with, which is so useful. Up my high card. Yay! This is great. The problem is I'm getting hyped and we're not gonna I'm not gonna be able to beat that. All right. Look at the extra card. Isn't that the best? Extra cards are the bestie best. Queen. So I feel like, oh, but the queen doesn't have that multiplier. Dang it. Tick, tick, doop, doop. Nice. Right. So we have ace, king, queen. We want this jack, and this 10 is going to get played again, which is awesome. Yeah, Blueprint, you're totally right. Going in to different hands and things, the Blueprint can be a lot of fun to be like, oh, what happens if he's here? What happens to see how those add-ins and multipliers are going to play out. We got it straight? Yeah, okay. If I had played that other jack, hit me in the head. If I had played that other jack, it would have been a flush also. Good night. Good night, everybody. Lindsay needs to be done. I'm still riding the high of winning that hand, but 9, 7. Yeah. Oh, Lindsay Marie. That was so stupid. But they were by each other. That'll be my excuse making. They weren't by each other, so I couldn't tell. What are we at? I still have discards, so. Sorry you're leaving this time, buddy. Dang it. Now I'm gonna be mad. Ace, king, jack, jack, 10, 10. Alright, jack, hit it. 5, 3. You know what? We're gonna play this one. Yeah. Because it just gave me, right, 10K. All right, here we go. Ace, king, queen, jack bonus, 10 bonus. Play them up. Those double steel cards, that should call that a day. 349. That's not horrible. That's not the worst hand I've ever played. Leaving out the... Oh, I can get it back! Who would have guessed? All right. So it feels kind of silly selling this guy, but now I can get my face card bonus back. Yay! Pull you down, Hamia. Now the band is back together. This is great. See if this will help us get through this boss bonus. I never had $10 at all in this round at all. So, all right, we are going to play the Steel Ace because he gives us that. Oh my gosh. He doesn't give us the face bonus, but he's got the 1x. Right. So then, do you see what happened there? So I played one card, and it gave me 3. Okay? So there's like pluses and minuses. Hi. There's pluses and minuses to this whole always draw 3 thing. Okay. So I need a joker. I still don't have, or I need a jack. So you 6, 4, 4, 3. Actually, don't draw this one. You go back down. You go squish now. Discard. Because I know I'm not going to get woof. That's 3. Discard. King, 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 queen. Too bad I don't have another king. That'd be fun. That would be fun. So we can do a pair. No, we can't. We'll just do a king pair. And that'll get us going the right direction. I don't know. Did we get it? Yes! Ace, king. Queen. I have no bonus queens. What is going on there? She's just never been... Let's see it. Let's see it. Yep. Fire. Yes! Good job, me. All right. Cash out. I love this Joker with the crazy multiplier. It's so fun. It's so fun. +1 consumable slot. I haven't been having to play with a lot of consumables this round, so we are gonna go with, we're at this point in the game. Oh, maybe I want to wait and see what the next boss blind is. So let's just do that. Start with 0 discards. Yep, yeah, we're not doing that. Decrease level of played poker hand. Gross. That one's... Oh my god. All right. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We don't have any. I guess we're going to play him. Because he gives us the face bonus. So we got Jack 10, 9, 8. So we get rid of one of the 10s. 6, 5. Discard. Shuffles him back in. Ace, king. No, not you. Leave him there so that we get the bonus. Right, straight, play. I got a skedaddle here. Who would have guessed that this hand was going to go so well? All right. I need 7. So if I get a 10... But again, if I get the 10, I can do other things, so I don't need... Discard. Need that 10, please. We're going to keep the 2 aces so that I have the multiplier ace and king. Come on. Shoot, dog. All right. Last one. Hey, here we go. All right. And look at all of the bonus we're going to get. We're going to make it through this one. That's what happens when you don't check your cards, kids. Now I can't do it. So what we're going to do, because I don't have any more discards, you got to check. I just shot myself in the foot, but that's okay because I got to be done. Yeah, we'll just... That was bad. That was very bad. We'll give her a try here, but it's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything like what we need it to. We can do this. And that'll give us a little bit more, keep us moving forward, but it's not going to be enough. Yep, that was it. Double check and make sure when you're playing that the hand, it says right, straight, whatever. And I didn't do that because I was hurrying. All right. That's going to be it because I have to go put on my mommy hat, take off my gamer hat, put on my mommy hat. I go start picking up people after school today. Hey. So nice to see everybody in here today. Isn't this fun to get to play video games together? Stop. This was really fun. I really enjoyed playing Balatro like that and having to like force myself to think out loud other than when I stepped on my own toes there. Definitely helped like coach me through that. So it is going amazing. This has been really fun. This has been a really fun stream for me. And I have a band concert to go to tonight with all my people, all the end of the year celebrations and so on. So I am going to sign off. Thank you, as always. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for engaging. It definitely makes it more fun when I know I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. And thanks for playing, guys.